It's the grab bag.
Wednesday has been on my radar for a while, but I hadn't watched it until just now because, well, I don't know why. I really don't. So I watched it and it was good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was, the whole murder mystery supernatural plot. The one thing is, I had the idea that the Adams family were just normal but weird. Except for, you had Thing, which was kind of unexplainable. I didn't realize it was actual, like, magic. Maybe it's because I grew up with the live action films from the 90s, but, you know, having it be that the, supernatural exists and Morticia is a witch, and you don't really know exactly what Gomez is. Um, but this show is about Wednesday, and so she gets revenge because her younger brother, Pugsley, gets, bullied at school, and she drops a bunch of piranhas into a pool that attack a kid, and she gets expelled, basically, and they send her to a school called Nevermore. And there's a whole bunch of mysteries going on, and she has to try to assimilate into the school, but that's getting kind of difficult because, she's a very cold person. And the plot of the show is that there is some creature in the woods that's killing people. And I'm glad they went with something because I was like, if that was actually a werewolf, I was like, that's not a very good werewolf. But the fact that they went with a Hyde from, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and that whole situation, that was, pretty neat that it was a very different idea, Um, I know it's spoilers, but the show's been out for like a year now. And so she has to room with another girl who is the complete opposite of her, bright and colorful, super happy and cheerful. And you see how things slowly begin to change over the course of the school year, where she becomes closer to some people. And, of course, more people get attacked and killed by this monster. And um, the entire plot basically came down to the sister of a man who tried to kill a bunch of the outcasts. That's what they call the non-humans, basically. Uh, was plotting revenge for years, and it all was coming down to the fact that she wanted to resurrect her ancestor, Crackstone, who was a pilgrim who burned a bunch of witches, uh, and you know, so she has this plot to revive him, and she's using a Hyde to kill people as she prepares this ancient ritual to bring back her ancestor. And there were a lot of red herrings, but I had a feeling that the Big Glasses teacher, I forget what her, Stockwell or something, whatever her actual character name is, not that important. The red haired teacher was the bad guy. I was kind of predicting it was either going to be her or the therapist. I also wasn't sure about the teacher, but in the end, the teacher turned out the head, Miss Keems, Seems, whatever. The shape shifting principal of the school. I thought she might have been evil, but she wasn't. Um, and it was a solidly fun show. The one thing was that there were some cringe dialogue moments from Wednesday where she talked about feminism and, you know, belittling men, which I just rolled my eyes, which basically everybody else in the show did too, which was kind of nice, She was kind of the girl who was the key to everything, but that was because her ancestor was the one who cursed Crackstone in the first place. So that makes sense that it had to be somebody who was in Adams, which would have worked if it was any Adams, essentially, but it worked especially well because it was her. And she was, the plot was to use her. Um, and yeah, I mean, other than that, there were a lot of good scenes. It was a lot of fun. And at the end, it did say season 2 is coming, which is good. I'm not sure what they're going to do with season 2, but hopefully it is as enjoyable as season 1.